Well, I'm just over a little stream on the way to Governor Clement shelter here in Vermont. Starting to look very much like the Rockies. Very, very much. You got all this erosion happening. I've got birches everywhere, spruces, and I saw quaking aspen about half an hour ago. So the trail across the river on a bridge, and I get to walk on this great, fantastic, unbelievably smooth gravel road for 100 yards or so. I am so happy I could do a jig. Well, that is Governor Clement shelter with a stone fireplace inside there to warm things up. Unless the mosquitoes are bad, I think I'll stay in there. That's a pretty nice place. Got a real nice site over there for a tent. It's not muddy and it's flat. Tempted to try that one, but we'll see how the shelter goes. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's it for my 15, 16 mile day. Well, good morning. It's Saturday. Oh, and it's raining. I had a great night in the shelter. It was nice to be dry. Started raining about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I was like, man, this is great. I'm in a shelter. All my stuff is dry. There was another couple that set up underneath the shelter overhang. So the shelter's got a long roof, and all the water from the rain drains off onto their tent. I don't know why you'd set it up there, but that's what they did. They got up about 3:30, noisy boogers too, so that they could hike on. I guess they were trying to beat the rain. It's just kind of light right now. I'm sure it'll get more exciting as I get up Killington. Get up my first 4,000 foot peak. Woohoo! You know, it's got ladders and stuff like that. It's not 14,000 feet that you can actually see and climb up. It's scrambling over the boulders. Should be interesting. Hey, while I got you, I want to tell you something exciting. There was a moose in the middle of the trail, and it saw me and it took off long before I could grab the camera. Anyway, they're big. They are really big. And when they go stomping through the woods, they make a lot of noise. I was glad the moose decided to get off the trail, or else I'd have to get off the trail. Makes the heart race a little bit when you're climbing up the hill. There goes the first southbound hiker I've seen from Katahdin. So he's hiking the whole AT south. EV number 1. He started June 1st. I am at Cooper Lodge on the top of Mount Killington, Vermont. Killington as in the ski resort. And when it snows, people get up there and do all kinds of crazy stuff. They built this, and thank God it's 45 degrees and misty, rainy, definitely hypothermic. They're not running a ski lift today, or I'd find a way to hop off. I love this sign, trying to warn everybody. No, you could stay here in the little shelter. Nah, I'm gonna go on down. I dressed for it. I got my gloves, so we're gonna be good. Well, I'm hanging in there. I got 5 miles left to get down. Yay! And I thought I'd take a minute and talk about hypothermia. When I was back at that shelter, there was a man and woman in there. They were at the same shelter as me last night. They left this morning at 3 or 3:30 a.m. Woke me up so they could get up to the shelter here before it got raining and all. Rained on them anyway. The woman, she's in her mid-50s. I didn't catch her name. She's on the stages of hypothermia. She's sitting there shivering. She's already changed clothes. She's inside the shelter. The wind's not blowing in there. They've rigged a tarp up on the bunk to keep her out of the wind. She's in her sleeping bag. You know, she's in bad shape. I didn't have any sugar or candy to give her. She needs some of that. She had some hot chocolate, and I told the guy to give her another, pot of hot water. Could you drink some hot water? She's doing that. she's talking and thinking and all. She's just cold, and her body can't quite get geared up. So I think in an hour or two, I think she'll be all right. Maybe the wind will let up by then, and she can hike on down. It's all downhill. It's about 6 miles, and hopefully that'll work out for her. I offered to give them my ramen for soup and that kind of stuff. They have plenty of days of supplies, so they have plenty of food, so they can just stay there if they need to. I did discover one very bad thing, and I'm going to show this to you. That's right. I did not pack my rain pants. I must have left them at the shelter. Bad, Steve, bad. Oh well, only 5 more miles. We can solve the problem, I'm sure. Oh, and yes, I'm having a good time. I'm disappointed. My thorn is that I didn't get to climb Mount Killington and get a view. My rose is that I was smart enough not to climb Mount Killington in the fog, so there's no view, so I too could become hypothermic. It's, like I said, it's 45, good 20 mile an hour breeze or so. And now that I got my other clothes on, I feel fine. I'm still having fun. I like it. I know. I'm sick. I must be hypothermic too. So this is such a rare thing, I just had to make a video about it. This is called a switchback, where you either come, in this case, come all the way down a hill, go around a curve, and the trail continues. And then it's going to turn again and go the other direction. Wow. I guess I didn't think we had the energy to climb over any more rocks or something. It's nice when they put a little switchback in, the grade of the trail gets nicer and all the dirt doesn't wash away. I'm actually enjoying the walking. So this is a mountain ash tree. It gets these red berries on it. And local old people, the original homesteaders, what have you, they would collect the berries and make a tincture out of it, I guess, soak it in vinegar or alcohol or something, and use the berries to treat arthritis. I don't know if it helped or not, but it's pretty. So I've managed to finally come down off of Mount Killington. Looking back up, you can see that cloud level up there. 1.9 miles to the hotel. I'd better get busy. Well, I'm excited. I've reached a junction where the long trail splits off and runs another 125 miles up to Canada. I think it's 125 miles. I have been on it for 105.5 miles or since last Friday, so 9 days I've been plugging away on it. 105 miles. Happy to get off of it, get back on just the AT, and in 3 days, I will be done with Vermont. Well, how's that for timing? I just made it, and now the sky's opening up. So I'm staying at the inn at the Long Trail. I can't wait to get cleaned up and warm.